Good morning. It is Wednesday, August the 3rd. I just left the town of Etna. I just did a quick in and out of there. Got a resupply. Got some pretty average town food. And now I got dropped off the trail at about 10:30. So I'm back on the PCT. It is gorgeous up here. Because there wasn't a big climb out, I had sort of expected, like out from the highway, I kind of expected today to be under the trees, but as you can see, I was wrong. Very pretty up here. It is hot. Not as hot as down in the valley. They're saying 104 or 105 down there for the next 2 days. But it is hot up here. I've only been on the trail for barely half an hour and I've already sprung a pretty good leak. There hasn't even been a big uphill to justify it. Anyway, it's a very short haul over to the next town, which is Said Valley. It's 56 miles. Today's Wednesday. I'll be there unless the wheels fall off. Either Friday, and then shortly after there I leave California. She's been a fine host, but I feel like it's time for us to go our separate ways. So yeah, I think from Said Valley over to Ashland is another 65 miles, and somewhere in the middle of that is the Oregon-California border. So I will have hiked all but 360 miles of the PCT through California. Woohoo! Anyway, it's as you can see, it's beautiful up here. It is just stunning. Oops, it's pretty nice if I had the camera down. I'm on a bit of a razor ridge here, so you can see all the smoke down in the valley to the south. There is a pretty good sized fire burning down there apparently, according to the fellow who gave me a ride up to the trail this morning. Okay, I will talk to you this afternoon. Butterflies are pretty cool. There's a certain type of flower that they really go for. So when you're walking through here, of course now I'm out of that flower, just like they really are everywhere. Pretty cool. Up or not? Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, August the 2nd. I think I said the 3rd this morning. It is a warm one. Luckily there's a little bit of a breeze blowing. She is warm out today. I'm thinking of making it a bit of a shorter day than I was planning. I'm walking past, over on the other ridge, a couple of forest fires. Now this is the bigger of the two, but kind of hidden up the valley a bit that way. There's definitely a second one burning. And I'm assuming, I think this is called Marble Mountain Wilderness. I'm assuming that they just let them burn. I don't see any air support or anything hitting it. It is pretty remote. So that's kind of cool. As long as it doesn't interfere with my hike, it's kind of cool. It's been a pretty easy hike today. Nothing big in the way of hills. Just gentle little ups and downs like this. Like I say, I think I'm gonna cut it short. Got my eyeball on a campsite about 15 miles from where I started. About 5 miles from here. So that will cut me off at about 5 in the afternoon, which is a bit early, but it lines up with getting to Said Valley about the right time on Friday. You gotta take some easy days sometimes. Anyway, signed a trail register back there this morning. It was interesting. There's not that as many names as usual. There's not as many people signed in as you would think, given that I should be near the back of the pack for the people who flipped ahead like I did, and all the people who skipped ahead, and all the people who flipped up to Oregon and headed south should be through here by now, and they'd be leaving it late if they weren't. And then the people who went through the Sierra, I've just seen the thin edge of that wedge, but there's not that many of them. Anyway, just surprised at how few people had signed that registry. I didn't sit down and count, but my gut feel is it would be less than 400. And that would include people who are out here in this section because it's so pretty that are section hiking. Anyway, that's interesting. That's about it for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.